A young sailor asks, "Captain, why do most ships have women's names? If you knew how hard it is to run them, you wouldn't ask such stupid questions." As the ship sank, one of the passengers desperately made his way to the lifeboat. The captain shouted, "Sir, what are you doing? There are still women on board." "Well, that's it. Now is not the time to think about pleasures." Anna Maria is on a cruise. She is young and beautiful. She admires the beauties of nature and keeps a travel journal. Day 1, I weighed anchor. The weather is wonderful. Day 2, the captain of the ship looked at me for a long time. He seems to like me. Day 3, the captain made a declaration of love to me. Day 4, he told me that if I rejected his love, he would sink the ship with 400 passengers on board. Day 5, I saved the lives of 400 people. A sailor teaches his dog to talk on the phone. While at sea, the sailor calls home. "Paco, are you there? Ham, Ham. Is my wife home? Ham, Ham. Is she with someone? Ham, Ham. What are they doing there? How?" Question: why is the captain of a ship the last to leave the ship? Answer: because he waits for the sharks to get fed up. A fire breaks out on board a ship at sea. The passengers start shouting, "Water! Water!" To calm the passengers, the captain said, "Don't worry, there's enough water, enough for everyone." 3 men are shipwrecked and end up on an island. Once there, they begin to explore the entire island and discover a tribe of women. They go there and talk to the chief of the tribe to ask for help. She tells them, "From what you can see, this is a tribe of women. You can stay in our tribe, but your instrument must be cut off." The men do not agree with this and decide to settle on the shore. After a year of torment and hunger, one of the men says, "I'm tired of starving. I'm going to the tribe." The man goes to the tribe, and after some time you hear, "Oh!" A year passes after this incident, and the second man also leaves for the women's tribe. After some time, a cry is heard, "Oh! Oh!" After a few days, the man who was left alone decides to follow the others. He reaches the tribe and is greeted by the chief, who says to him, "I notice that, in the end, you have decided to join the tribe too." "That's right," the man answers, "but I have only one question. Why was there only one scream of awe from the first man and 2 screams of awe, awe from the second man?" The woman smiles and says to him, "The first man told us he was a butcher, so we took the axe and cut off his tool in one go. The second man told us he was a forester, so we took the saw and cut off his tool in 2 goes, which is why 2 screams were heard." The man starts laughing out loud without being able to help himself. The chief of the tribe asks him, "What's wrong, man? What do you find so funny laughing like this?" "Well, you'll have to suck on my tool until it melts, because I used to sell ice cream." On a small island consisting of a small patch of sand and a palm tree, 3 people are shipwrecked. A young sailor and a very beautiful blonde with her much older husband. Due to lack of occupation, the sailor climbs into the palm tree to sleep, while the blonde and her husband lie on the sand and talk. At one point, the young sailor shouts at the two, "Hey, stop making love!" The husband is very surprised. "I didn't even do it. How can you imagine something like that?" "Don't lie. From here you can see very well what you are doing there." "Are you crazy?" asks the husband. The sailor comes down from the tree and says, "Climb the tree and tell me what you see." The husband climbs the tree and, very surprised, exclaims, "Yes, from here you can see it." A sailor's wife told her best friend that she had managed to convince her husband to go on a diet. After a few weeks, the friend asked her, "How is your husband doing? Has he managed to lose weight?" "Of course. Do you know the tattoo he had on his chest, representing a ship with 3 sails? Well, now it has become a boat. 2 pirates over a bottle of rum. One of them with a hook instead of a hand, a wooden leg, and a glass eye. The other, curious, asks him, 'Where did you lose your leg?' 'I fell overboard once, and before my boys could pull me out of the water, a shark appeared and left me without a leg. But with this hook instead of a hand, an enemy cut off my hand with a sword.' 'And how did you lose your eye?' 'I was looking for a bird flying above the ship, and it landed right on my eye.' 'And what, you lost your eye to a chicken?' 'Well, it was my first day with the hook.' The captain instructs the sailors, 'Sailors, a little attention, please. I want to remind you of one thing. If we land in an uncivilized country, it is contraindicated to drink the water. And if we land in a civilized country, it is contraindicated to breathe the air. Do you know I got married? Really? To whom? To a sailor. He's away 11 months a year. Poor you, how you must suffer. No, a month goes by so quickly. The captain of the Titanic gathers the passengers and says, I have two pieces of news for you, one bad and one good. Which do you want first? The bad. In 2 hours, the ship will break in two and sink. And the good? We will win 11 Oscars. Two castaways barely make it to a deserted island. We're lost. Don't worry, they'll find us. Do you think so? I'm sure. I'm over $1 million in debt. Graduation exam at the Naval Academy. What do you do if a terrible hurricane comes in front of the ship, even when you are close to shore? I will drop anchor immediately, Commander. And if another hurricane comes from behind, I will drop anchor again, sir. And if another one comes from the starboard, I will order the anchor to be dropped. And where the hell do you get so many anchors? But where did you get so many hurricanes? After 3 days at sea, a sailor on a fishing boat finds a young woman hiding in the hold. He pulls her out of the ropes and says, And now what should I do with you? To which she laughs, It's clear you haven't been a sailor for very long. Or, on a ship somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, one of the passengers shows the captain that on a small island, in the distance, there is a ragged man who jumps and waves his hands. He asks the captain, Who is this guy? I don't know, but every time we pass by, he is incredibly happy. At sea during a storm, the commander of a military ship notices the light of another ship heading towards his. He takes the megaphone and shouts, Hey, you guys, turn 10 degrees south. You turn 10 degrees north. I am the commander of the ship, and I order you to turn 10 degrees south. And I am a civilian, and I tell you that you will turn 10 degrees north. Enraged, the captain finds the decisive argument. This is a military ship, so turn 10 degrees south. I still say that you will turn. This is a lighthouse. A ship captain is alerted by his second-in-command that a pirate ship is coming towards them. He tells a sailor to bring him a red shirt. The captain was asked, What do you need a red shirt for? To which the captain replies, When I bleed, I don't want you sailors to see me so you don't get discouraged. In the end, they defeated the pirates. The next day, the captain is alerted that 50 pirate ships are coming towards them. Then the captain yells, Bring me my brown pants.